Digitizing your processes. In this video, we'll explain what the key terms related to your workflow mean, and then I'll give you some examples and pointers for getting started with setting up your own workflow. The workflow is the umbrella term that covers everything work-related, but the three main terms that you need to know about are the pipelines, jobs, and tasks. Pipelines represent the whole process that you do for a specific service. This means that the pipeline itself is the process, and because of that, you'll have it split into stages, meaning the steps that you take to complete that process. Jobs are those same processes, but for certain clients. Jobs always need to be in a pipeline, so depending on what the job is for, you will add it to the appropriate pipeline. Lastly, tasks are just the individual actions you or your team need to complete. To give you an example of this, we can take a look at this pipeline that's on the screen right now. It's a tax return pipeline, but you can make pipelines for any services that you provide. So all these columns represent the stages of my tax return pipeline. Inside these stages are the jobs. As I mentioned, jobs need to be in a pipeline, so in my case, I will add tax return jobs for my clients into my tax return pipeline. As part of my process, there will also be tasks that need to be completed once the jobs reach certain stages, but those will of course depend on your unique process. Now, as for how you should get ready to build your own pipelines, you should first determine what the start and end points of your processes look like. Once you have that, you can start planning what all the steps are that you take in between the start and end. To start working on a pipeline, just go to your Templates section, then the Pipelines page, and click on the Create button. Once you're here, just scroll down and you'll be able to add and name the two stages that represent the start and end points of your process. You can either use the Add Stage button or the blue plus button to add new stages in between others. There's no need to worry about automations, conditions, and other things for now. Just focus on planning out your general steps and adding stages for those. To give you a couple more examples of some finished pipeline structures, here are some for different services. Before you continue with the course, take some time to think about your current processes and then just try to outline them in TaxDome by making pipeline stages for your steps.